final destination.
All skulls on.
No odd job. Slappers only.
For Chivalry, welcome to Slappers Only, a video game music showdown podcast hosted by me, Jordan.
And by me, Max.
Welcome to the first time that we're recording the intro to this episode on Shovel Knight. There was nothing wrong that had to make us start over. Max, it's Shovel Knight.
It's Shovel Knight, the beloved classic.
It's as you said, the best game that ever came off of Kickstarter, and the only game that ever came off of Kickstarter.
Because all the other ones were scams.
All the other ones were scams. Looking at you, Star Citizen. Let's never forget Yogg's Quest. Remember that one?
Oh, never say to me that word again.
Forbidden knowledge.
It's like you've unearthed an ancient tome.
Just sort of open Pandora's box. Sometimes Kickstarter makes games. This is one of them.
One of the few.
We were talking before we had to scrap this recording 3 minutes in and start over about your definition of a perfect game.
Yeah.
I want you to tell our listeners that again.
Yeah, okay. So no game can be truly perfect. We all know it. We know this. It's the first thing we say when we're born. But the definition of a quote-unquote perfect game, to me, is a game that sets out to do something and accomplishes that, like, as best anyone could.
Would you say a game that accomplishes that in Spades?
And yeah, like that's Shovel Knight. They did Yacht Club Games, the makers of Shovel Knight, did like an incredible job with this. And the fact that they like followed through on all of their Kickstarter promises is more astounding than the success of this game itself, I think.
The fact that they said, if you give us money, we'll like put you in the game, and people didn't fuck it up is also kind of impressive to me.
It's like, this game is so good, Jordan. I love this game so much.
It's so fucking hard, is the thing. I think the thing about Shovel Knight that works so well is there have been faithful NES games that have been made. People have even made just new NES games, or SNES games, or anything like that. And like, can I get a hot take?
Yeah, hit me.
NES games aren't that fun.
No,
I'm sorry.
You're right.
You go back and play them on like Virtual Console or Nintendo Switch has that thing. There's things that are kind of, neat about them. Like the original Zelda is like, oh, it's kind of neat. It's fun. It's sort of a historical curio.
Yeah.
Have fun video games. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. Go back and play the original Mario. They're better Marios than it. They've made better games in the future.
They have. It's like in 2020, I feel like the place of NES games is for you to boot up for 5 minutes and say that was neat, and then turn it off and then play it. It belongs in a museum, and you turn it off and you play a better game.
Shovel Knight takes everything that people like and are nostalgic. I'm fucking 23 years old. I've never owned an NES. My first console was the Super Mario 64. And I played it when I was so young that Queen Goma scared me, and I had to have my brothers beat her for me because I couldn't do it. Queen Goma, Max, I couldn't do it.
I mean, look, you were probably younger than Link was, so it's forgivable.
I had to pull the Master Sword out and wait 7 years before I could play that game again. But what I'm saying is that I never played one of these games. I've never been nostalgic for it. But this game is smart in that it steals all of the best things about NES games and then fixes the things that suck about NES games and then makes it a fun and enjoyable video game experience that is better than every NES game.
Confirmed.
It's not fair. Like, it's not fair to NES games that Shovel Knight makes them all pointless.
Yeah, but they're like 35 years old. Who gives a shit anymore?
Yeah, they're too old. This game is new and shiny and it looks good and it's got like parallax scrolling and a better sound chip.
Yeah, it's like, Shovel Knight is what people remember NES games to be like.
It's nostalgia, like, manifest in a video game.
It's like, it's the platonic ideal of an NES game.
Yeah.
But not possible.
But it cheats by using advanced technology that NES didn't have.
Yeah, but everyone forgives it because it's the best NES game ever made.
It's the best NES game that was ever on the NES. And the NES couldn't run Shovel Knight either.
Oh, no.
But you know what else
Absolutely
is
not.
Really good about Shovel Knight?
Does it start with M?
It starts with M and ends with Uzak. The Muzak.
The Muzak.
The music.
No, I think you had it right the first time, but let's continue on this new train.
So I love that easy listening lounge music that Shovel Knight has.
Which we will talk about at some point, actually.
So you know about chiptune music more than I do.
Yeah, so before I get into that, Shovel Knight by Yacht Club Games, composed by one man named Jake, quote-unquote, Vert Kaufman, who's been active for a long time. I don't know how old this guy is, but I feel like he started composing games like in his teens, maybe.
100 years old. What has he worked on?
He has worked on... So the first sort of big game he did was Shantae on the Game Boy Color.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
I think he might have done like every Shantae game since.
Okay.
He's done like a ton. Like I think he started on the Game Boy, but like the vast majority of his games are just like a bunch of like shovelware, middleware stuff. Like nothing really to write home about.
Shovelware? I love that game.
What if there was a WarioWare, but it was Shovel Knight themed?
God.
Wait, TM. I mean, I know Shovel Knight's not our IP, but TM.
Yacht Club, come on.
Hit us up, please.
Do you see the new one that they're working on?
Have they revealed what they're working on afterwards?
They made it. Wait, no,
they published something. No,
they published the one that's like a digging game.
Oh, Shovel Knight. Yeah, I don't think they're developing that. I think they're just publishing it.
That's the thing about Shovel Knight is it's just such a good it's just such
it's
a
an
good
IP now. It's a 6-year-old IP that's more beloved than like a lot of Nintendo franchises.
I know, people love Shovel Knight. He sometimes shows up in games that I wish he wasn't in.
He's in Smash.
I fucking wish he was a Smash character, Max.
That would be oh my god. Like
Nintendo is cowards and they never do it, but Shovel Knight belongs in Smash more than basically anyone. I would take Mario out of Smash to put Shovel Knight in.
Yeah, probably.
Fuck Mario.
He's not my number one indie pick to be in Smash, but he's like maybe my number 2.
I just think he's already got a moveset is the thing.
He does because he's been in game.
He's been in so many game.
But yeah, so Jake Kaufman did the music. He's immensely talented, and you can sort of like see his pedigree of like a ton of like Game Boy Advance games that like, oh yeah, he's good at working with like chiptune stuff. Like he's good at working with a sort of limited palette of music, so he's like really good at working what little you really get together, you know?
Yeah, I'm looking at this endless scroll of things that he's worked on.
A lot of games that I think maybe 10 people have played.
Oh wait, Crypt of the Necrodancer, but alternate soundtrack. Maybe they put like some other stuff.
So there's this YouTube guitarist called Family Jewels, who does like metal remixes of games, and like he did the entire soundtrack, but like the metal version of it. I think he did it for the Zelda one too. So they do that. They'll do like alternate.
That rules. I love Crypt of the Necrodancer.
God, rhythm games. Huh?
I really do love to scroll through this and just see nothing but garbage. But like he worked on it.
Mighty Switch Force. That game was actually pretty fun on 3DS.
I Gotta Go Party. He did Eminem's Minis Madness.
He did additional audio on Saints Row the Third. Hello?
Oh my god! Excuse me. What a guy! What a thing that you've worked on. Just nothing games, but he does them all the time.
Yeah, thank you, Jake.
Shovel Knight. Thanks, Jake. Great job.
Sort of, yeah, thank you. I'm saluting.
You.
And sort of like getting more into the technical aspects of this. So again, I'm baby. I don't know as much as like someone who actually works with this. I've spent maybe 5 hours of my life doing things in FamiTracker, which is a program to make, chiptune music with. Here's the sort of quick and dirty rundown of it. So I want to say he's using this as if it were an NES chip, like the Konami VRC7, which I think is the sort of best quality NES chip you can get.
I've heard that in like the Japanese release of Castlevania 3, they used the VRC7 and it gave like a couple extra channels or something.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, by default, NES games have 5 channels, right? Mm-hmm. You have your 2 sort of like, let's call it treble channels. Mm-hmm. You have a sort of bass channel, you have a noise channel, and you have a sample channel. So the trebles channels, they're usually going to be a square wave. And square. So okay, you know like what a waveform looks like.
Now, Max, I know you're a Final Fantasy head, but I think it's too early to start talking about square.
Just wait till I get into Enix waves.
I know the kind of sound. I've owned a keyboard in my life.
Exactly, yeah. So a square wave, for listeners who don't, it goes like up, like it goes like directly vertically up and then flat, directly vertically down and then flat. So, sort of squares. These are the beeps and boops. This is like the sort of main NES instrument, if you can imagine it. Like if you imagine a beep and a boop on an NES, that's a square wave essentially. It's hard. I can't make the noise with my mouth because I'm a human and not a robot. I promise. But those are usually what goes into the sort of treble channels. There's things called pulse waves, which you can think of them as sort of square waves, but a little more irregular. Like it goes more down than up, or more up than down, and it's sometimes staggered a little bit. You also get sine waves, which are nice and smooth, and these can sound a little more flutish than the regular beeps and bloops because they sort of like flow a bit more smoothly. In the bass channel, you get these things called triangle waves, and as you can imagine, going up 45-degree angle, going down at a 45-degree angle, and these are like the hums, like the. I mean, I'm not going to hum into the mic because that won't sound great, probably, but like. Yeah, that's in the bass channel, and you can really notice that a lot in NES music. Like, sometimes you can get it confused when you have the two trebles hitting you at once, but you can always, like, focus on the bass. It's like when you listen to a real song, you focus on the bass, and you're like, there's actually a lot going on there, that if it weren't there, it would sound a lot worse, but you don't always notice it when it is there. Respect basses, very few left.
We love a bass. Well...
Yeah, you know. There's a thing called a saw wave. I think that also goes into the treble channel sometimes, but it's not a triangle wave, but instead it goes up at a 45-degree angle and down at a 90-degree angle. So like up an angle, flat downward, up an angle, flat downward.
Like a saw.
Yeah, like a saw. And these sound a lot harsher and buzzier than triangle waves do. So those can go in the treble channel as well. And in the noise channel, the waves look all nasty because that's like the... Like
that's
those
what they
kinds
use
of
for
noises.
the drums, right? Or is that the sample channel?
Yeah, the noise channel is the percussion, generally.
Cool.
It's like drums and explosions, essentially. It's a noise you actually can make with your mouth. And
Let's
then
make some explosion sounds.
Yeah.
There we go. Enough of that.
And yeah, and the final channel that we don't really see in Shovel Knight at all, it's a sample channel. And this was more technical limitations back in the day, where you could sample a real life sound, bit crush it, and be able to play it on those. So a really, really good example of it, Mario 3, the main sort of level theme, like the da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you can hear this like steel drum going in the background that is actually a sample of a real steel drum. It's not
that's neat.
Yeah, like it's not a noise that's natively possible with the sound chip, but you can just sample things. Like some games would have like very extremely bit crushed voice clips and stuff like that. So
Sinistar.
Exactly. Yeah. So we don't see this in Shovel Knight.
I have to ask you, because you maybe know more about this than I do. Obviously not in Shovel Knight, because Shovel Knight was a real video game, and not
a real
like
video game, not a cheap imitation,
like an ancient stone tablet with some code written on it.
Mm-hmm.
But back in the olden days, did the video game sound effects have to share a channel with the music?
Yes, they did.
Yeah?
So that's why, again, going back to the Mario 3 example, I'll send you a video at some point. I watched this really cool video visualizing the waves. It visualized the entire system memory as the game was being played. So you can see stuff move around and change as Mario ran and picked up coins. But you'll notice a lot. And you'll notice this in Pokemon as well, because the Game Boy is also 8-bit sound. When the sound effects happen, parts of the music cut out. Because there's only like two main treble channels that have to sort of all the sounds go into, all the main sounds. So it's like... So in Pokemon, when your Pokemon gets low on health and it does the beep boop beep boop beep boop.
Oh, it haunts my dreams.
Yeah,
I hate that.
When that happens in the Game Boy games, literally all you hear is the triangle wave, the base of it, because the beep boops are taking over the treble for that section. So it's like all the sounds had to be play nice and share these 4, sometimes 5 channels.
I will say one thing before we really sink our teeth into it that I have seen on the lines of people like breaking down the way that this works a little bit. Mm-hmm. One really cool composition technique that I've seen, and they do this in Pokemon a lot, and probably in every game, is to get over the technical limitations of the discrete channels. They'll have notes going from one to the other to kind of extend the range of a scale.
Yeah.
So have a song go straight from the bass clef all the way, and then the melody gets carried back into the treble clef. And it's very cool.
They like, limitation breeds creativity is essentially what it boils down to. And the fact that, like, when they're making Shovel Knight, Jake Kaufman is able to basically take this, do it, like, not natively on NES, because obviously it sounds way better because we don't have those limitations, but basically work as if those limitations were still in place and make this soundtrack is incredible to me.
So good. It's such a good soundtrack. Let's
get into the soundtrack, Jordan.
Whose turn is it to start? I think it's my turn.
It is your turn. Yeah, it's the opposite of whoever brings it is the starter.
All right. I've got one that I think you're gonna love. So, one of the first levels of Shovel Knight, and one of the best levels of Shovel Knight. It's this one of the spookiest levels of Shovel Knight.
Ooh.
It's Lich Yard, and our first slapper is La Danse Macabre.
La Danse Macabre.
La Danse Macabre. Oh, should we really quickly just give a story overview?
Yeah, it's Mega Man.
It's Mega Man. There's a Shovel Knight. You're Shovel Knight. Your shovel partner is Shield Knight. She's been kidnapped, taken out, etc. You gotta go save her from the Order of No Quarter, which is
such a good name, by the way.
It's such a fucking good name, and I love them all. They're all so good. So this one is the Spectre Knight is his level. It's in a graveyard. I feel like they could have really, like, cranked up the spookiness vibes, but instead of doing that, they kind of made it a lot more, like, I don't know, it's really, like, daunting, kind of. And I love the way that, like, the, they have the, like, treble line, but they also have an extra kind of high-up line. I don't know exactly how it works, but they do a lot with that, especially in the song, where it's got this high accompaniment that goes over the top. It's so good, and it's just such a good song.
What gets me about pretty much every song in the soundtrack, but this especially, like, the percussion does so much work here. I guess it's just like Jake Kaufman's composing style, but like it starts out with this like really nice like almost pitter patter on the drums. Yeah, but like the whole time like you get like it's like the equivalent of like slamming the bass pedal, but on an NES, right?
Yeah, like, it's like almost like double bass or something. You're just getting so much out of the drums. And also so much out of the bass. Like, the bass is really busy in these songs as well.
It is. I love the part of this song where it doesn't go into double time, but like the beat picks up a little bit, and like the drums pick up. It's like the da 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 da. It's just yeah.
There's every song. I feel like every song has like because they're all great and they all have great melodies. Every song in the soundtrack has just like a 20-second. Like, just a handful of bars that stick out beyond all the others, and that part where it goes, da-da-da, da-da-da, that part is the part in this song for me. Like, that's the part I always remember.
It is, no, same here. Is that the part that gets used in the boss fight? It might be.
No, I think the part that gets used in the boss fight is the da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
You're right. No, yeah, you're right.
That is the other cool thing about this, is that all of the boss fight songs remix the tracks, or they use the melody in some way. Some of them much more than others, but it's really good.
Yeah. And the level itself is really, really cool, right? It's a graveyard. The sort of like main mechanic here is there are these little shrubs that like when you hit them with your shovel, they fly up into the air and then you're able to bounce on them.
Bounce off them. It rules. There is a part where all the lights go out, and I never liked that part.
No, it's like the whole thing is like the lightning will flash every so often so you can see the background, but it's just like it's cool, and they do it in several levels of the game, but it's just like, oh, it's hard.
And it's not too hard, either. It's fair.
No, because this is like the second level of the game.
Yeah. It's the second level in one of the last songs in the soundtrack.
Yeah, whatever. You know.
You never know. Yeah, I just love that. I really like, because I've said before, I love, like, spooky Halloween music in games, but I really like that that's not what this song is, even though it really easily could have been just, like, spooky graveyard music, and they really pushed it in a different direction. I think that it's a much better song because of that. Also, Spectre Knight is just so cool, and I love him.
He's so cool. Something I really love. So we mentioned that like they turned this into 5 games pretty much. And 3 of those games were games where you play as different knights of the Order of No Quarter. Like the first one you get to play as Plague Knight, then Spectre Knight, and the third one is King Knight. And since essentially like the boss sprites were designed to look like boss sprites, they had to essentially shrink all the characters down to be like playable size. I think King Knight is still the same, but like Spectre Knight is like...
He's just this little guy.
He gets turned into a manlet for his game.
I know, it's really funny.
His game's so sick, though. You can grind on rails.
You can grind on... I have not played the DLC, which is why, like, all the way through, which is why we're not talking about Treasure Trove. We're talking about just Shovel of Hope.
Yeah.
But, oh, man. Plague Knight's moveset is incredible. You get kind of, like, launch yourself up at a 45-degree angle. You can rail grind on your scythe. It's just really cool. Shovel Knight has, like, one of my favorite movesets in any game, honestly.
It's so simple. You swipe. You do any game that lets you pogo on enemy's head is an instant classic. Like that's all you have to do.
The pogo move is, I wouldn't say it's broken. It's just like the main mechanic at this point.
Well, yeah, it's like the game is designed around it, and it's designed that if you get good at pogo, you can like annihilate the game.
It's so good.
Like, oh.
All right. So what's your first slapper?
So, see, 2 of my tracks are like from the same level, and I feel like I don't want to like dip into both of them. So, okay, yeah, sorry, this is what I'll do. So I'm going to take a boss theme now.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a boss theme of one of, maybe my favorite knight, actually. And I feel like a lot of people's favorite knights, because it's one of the knights you get to actually play as.
Oh, nice.
Because my first track is called The Vital Vitriol.
Oh, yes.
Which is Plague Knight's boss theme.
Once again, the just... Oh, I love Plague Knight. I love this song. Plague Knight's level... I replayed this game a bit in preparation, and Plague Knight's levels where I stopped because I'm bad at the game. I have beaten it before, but I'm terrible at platformers. But I love... So, like, the Plague Knight motif, right, is the da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, right? That's in the level, but it's just so cool in the boss fight music.
The cool thing about the boss fight music is that it takes almost every single motif from the actual Explodatorium stage. Like,
what a good level, by the way. What a good name.
Yeah, the level's great. I like how the colors are, like, bouncing to the music and everything like that.
Yes.
But, like... It takes the entire song and turns it into a boss theme. And my favorite part is when it takes like the sort of final like treble run of the track when it goes da 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 da.
Oh, and
but it does it in double time.
Yes,
it's like almost like triple time. It's like da 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 da. It's so sick. That part like gets me so amped every single time I hear it.
Yes, it is amazing. Plague Knight's also great. I love Plague
Knight's
Knight.
Great. Like the whole fight, you're fighting him. He's just jumping up and just like chucking all sorts of exploding potions at you. Like he turns the floor sort of into like destructible material. So when he throws potions, it like eats away at the arena.
Oh, the Shovel Knight loves doing that.
Oh yeah. It's like
so many different bosses.
Get a taste of your own medicine.
Watch out.
It's just like it's so frantic. It fits Plague Knight really, really well. It's just nothing but arpeggios. Really, it's just like it's such a cool and okay. So I'll talk a little bit about the track it's based on, only to make a small point here, where the actual Explodatorium level track, Flowers of Antimony, wasn't composed by Jake Kaufman.
Oh, was it not?
Okay, so Jordan.
Uh-oh.
Part of the Kickstarter goals here was to get a guest composer into the game.
Oh my god, okay.
And her name is Manami Matsumae.
Okay.
She composed the original Mega Man game.
Oh shit. That makes a lot of sense.
I know, right? So
that means that this song is Jake Kaufman sort of riffing on her musical ideas, yeah?
Exactly. Oh. Which I think is why it sort of takes a lot more from the level than the other boss themes usually do. But it's really interesting to see, like, he like turns the level from a Mega Man level into a boss theme. And Mega Man games never have had like unique boss music based on the level. It's always been one track for the whole game. But it's a really cool way like to take the track and turn it into the battle track of it. It's also
such a good unlike theme. A lot of the other levels, I feel like this one, like you said, it uses basically everything in the level. Some of them just have like one element.
Like they always have something, but
yeah, I think it's Treasure Knight that just has the da 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 part.
Yeah, and that's even like only in the intro too.
Yes, exactly, and then it just does its own thing. I do love, by the way, the progression in this one that goes da na 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 na. I just think that's so perfect for like a crazy kind of alchemy potions wizard thing. It's so like mysterious and quirky.
Yeah, like every track of this game, you can sort of like. You could think, okay, there's a volcano level, there's a level in the sky, there's an ice level, there's like a weird spooky level, there's a castle level. And you can sort of imagine in your mind's eye what like the sort of video game default sound for that would be. And I feel like they always sort of, subvert your expectations in a way. It's like,
yeah,
I wouldn't have thought to use this style of sound for this, but it works a lot better than what like the default one would in this case.
Yes. All right. May we move on because I've got something for you.
Yeah. Ooh,
since we're in the vein of talking about taking an established motif and remixing it in the coolest way possible, I wanted to jump right to the end of the video game.
Okay.
And talk about the final boss music, Tinker Knight! And now we're actually going to talk about the Betrayer.
Same slap, Jordan.
Coaxed you into a snafu.
I almost got owned. Whew. Oh my god, I love this track so much.
Okay, so we need to first talk about Requiem of Shield Knight. Because
yes. I'm glad you picked up on this too.
Oh, so it used the way Shovel Knight tells its story, like so simply. Like it doesn't have that much text. It doesn't have that much like things. It's an 8-bit NES game.
Yeah.
But the way that it like builds the relationship between Shovel Knight and Shield Knight throughout the whole game by like there's these levels where Shovel Knight is like asleep and there's these little mini games where you have to kind of catch a falling Shield Knight. And it's really cool and it plays this very sad like kind of Requiem, I guess.
It's like wistful, you know?
Yeah. And it also plays it at the camping scenes. It plays a slightly more kind of hopeful, upbeat version of that.
Yeah, because every real gamer in the camping scenes catches Shield Knight every single time. If you haven't done it, if you don't catch her every single time, you have to delete the game and start over.
You have to start the file over. It's unacceptable. You got to catch Shield Knight. When I was watching when I was looking at the soundtrack and I was listening to this, there's these big brain gamers who are like, actually, for my story, I have Shovel Knight fail to catch her the first time. It's like, okay, whatever.
Wow, I bet you read Harry Potter.
But it's about failure if you think about it. Anyways, so I guess spoilers, but the game's kind of old. And if you want to play Shovel Knight, play Shovel Knight. But the idea is that the like final boss, the evil enchantress, who has taken over the land, is actually like a possessed Shield Knight.
She's like corrupted by like some ancient power or amulet or whatever.
So you fight the enchantress at the end, and then all of a sudden you kind of save Shield Knight, and the final boss. It's not even that hard.
No, it's like window dressing, right?
Yeah, it's a set piece because what it is that Shield Knight and Shovel Knight. In NES games, they were kind of misogynist when the guy has to rescue the girl, but in this one, the girl fights just as good as the guy does. I make that joke. It actually is very good. So the end, and also amazingly, Yacht Club lets you tweak the pronouns and like models of every character.
That's so good. Like,
it's so good. I love that they do that.
More of that, please.
I mean, it's hard to say more of that in in any other kind of game that isn't an NES game, but more of that, please.
More of that, please. Yeah.
Shovel Knight and Shield Knight at the end fight together. Shovel Knight's kind of bouncing off the shield because their movesets complement each other, which is amazing.
Like,
and to symbolize that, the music in this, not only does it have like this finally super upbeat, super intense and awesome version of the Shield Knight theme, you actually, every once in a while, you'll hear the start menu theme, the main theme, like Shovel Knight theme.
Shovel Knight theme, yeah.
To make it, because they're working together to fight the final boss. And there's also a part where it switches to 3/4 at the very end, like
when the drum starts syncopating with it.
Yes. Oh my god, it's such a good piece of music.
There's like, it does solos in this song.
I know,
which is like something you wouldn't expect, but like, yeah, damn, it's a solo.
It just. We're gonna say this so much for Shovel Knight. They made so little work so much. You know,
it's incredible.
Like, how the hell did they do that?
Magic. They captured it.
Really, they did capture the magic.
One of my favorite things about that is, like, when you beat the first phase of the Enchantress and, like, Shield Knight sort of breaks free of it, you catch her in the exact same way as you do in the dreams. So and then she's like, you caught me. And it's like, I did catch you.
Yeah, you did. Oh. What a good game. It's training. That's a tutorial to catch Shield Knight at the end.
The payoff is so good. Payoff.
It's just really funny that this like goofy Mega Man game has like actually quite a good story that like, I don't know, it's just a kind of touching.
It is. It's just
really
like
good.
I wish if we were to get one more Shovel Knight game, I wish it was the opposite, where you're Shield Knight, you have to rescue Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight. Oh,
I mean, you can play as her in Shovel Knight Showdown, sort of like battle game they released, which is fun, but it's like, I want a whole game of this.
You want a whole game of Shield Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a good track. What a good battle.
I would love them to make a shoot 'em up where you play as Propeller Knight also. I think that'd be really fun. It's like a bullet hell shmup where you're flying around. Be a really good time.
Like a BattleBots game starring Tinker Knight.
Yeah. a fucking Mech Assault game starring Tinker Knight. What's your next slapper?
My next slapper, Jordan. This is also sort of near the end of the game. Once you beat all 8 Knights of the Order of No Quarter, the map sort of opens up at the very end of it, and like it plays this like very dark version of the sort of main map theme song, and you have to enter the Enchantress's tower. Yeah, and this track is what plays in the first level of that. It's called The Fateful Return.
God, this level gives me nightmares.
This level, it takes so many mechanics of all the other levels and smashes it together. It has these awful, like, moving walls that will crush you. It does the lights turn off part of the Lich Yard. But, like, but it also plays the remixed main theme of Shovel Knight, which is how you know.
You know. And it's that final push, right? It's a song that's telling you, this is gonna fucking crush you. You're gonna get stomped a lot.
Yeah, you're gonna... this is definitely the level that's killed me the most.
You're gonna lose all of your money over and over and over and over again. Don't you give up. Don't ever give up. Keep fighting, Shovel Knight. You got it. You can do this. That music is... it's very, 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 like, motivational.
It's good, and, like, the percussion doesn't do a whole lot in this song. Like, it's a very simple drum beat for it, but it works, right? It's just, like, this very nice, like, just driving beat to, like, just keep you going, you know?
It's
you
like
never
a
want
march.
To give up.
It feels like a, kind of like
exactly.
Yeah.
And, like, the loop is actually really short, too. It's about, like, a minute and a half, but it doesn't feel that short because, A, it slaps the whole way through, and B, like, it just keeps you so focused on it, you know?
Yeah, you need a song like... If this was playing, like, a really dramatic or really, like, serious song, it would be such a miserable experience, because
I know, right?
This level just owns you nonstop. It
just
also
keeps you going.
gets you like the hardest versions of all the enemies. It has the like rainbow griffins that destroy me and make me really sad. Lots of insta-kill death pits. The Shovel Knight is so hard. And
It's
then
a hard game.
of course at the end when you beat this level, you get rewarded with the boss rush. So
yeah, at least they're kind enough to give you a turkey in between every
if
fight.
there was if they had not done that, I would never beat this game. That would be too much.
Can you imagine the kind of sicko who wouldn't save all the Order of No Quarter after that fight?
Oh, I love them.
It's
They're
like
so
what
good.
happens is you beat them. They're literally all like at a dining room table together, just like
It's
eating,
so
and
funny.
you
They're
show
just
up.
hanging out.
You show up and they're like, "Oh, what's up? Let's
Yep,
fight."
Let's fight.
And
It's so
and,
good.
and you fight them like in a random order. I don't know. Yeah, it's a random order every time. And what happens is each time you fight one, like they like are like hanging from the ledge in front of the table. And then at the end, like all 8 of them are hanging in a chain, and like you can choose to use your shovel to like flip each and every one of them up individually. And then they're like, "All right, go on, save her." Why wouldn't you?
Why would the Order of No Quarter are fun? They're nice.
They're not bad guys.
They're just funny guys.
They're just fun.
They're just
funny
silly.
guys.
They're just silly guys.
I love them. They're such good designs.
They're so good.
Wait.
They're all great.
Who's your favorite?
Ooh, I really want to say it's Plague Knight.
I think it's Plague Knight.
Plague Knight is so good. Plague
It's
Knight
either Plague
is
Knight
like,
or Tinker Knight for me.
oh, Tinker Knight is an absolute delight. We love Tinker Knight.
He's baby.
He's just a funny guy.
He's
He's
love
just
him.
a funny little guy. Okay,
Okay.
here's my next slapper, and
Yes.
it's kind of a change because I was gonna do a boss theme, a big
Uh-huh.
one, but I'm not going to do that because I want
We
to
did,
talk
we
to
did the
you.
biggest one.
I want to talk to you about the biggest triumph of Shovel Knight,
Uh-huh.
which is water levels famously garbage. No one likes
Yes.
a water level. Everyone hates a water level.
Mhm.
Shovel Knight has a good one.
He does.
And it's called the Iron Whale, but the song is 1,000 Leagues Below, and I'm also just now noticing this is a Manami Matsume.
Uh-huh.
It's so good. The first thing I want to point out is how good the intro is to set up. You're descending, you're going underwater. Who knows where you're gonna go? But then you got the beat comes in. That's sick as fuck. That's so good.
Yes.
Love to hear that. And then once the actual song gets going, it's just like da 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 da. Oh my god, it's just such a good like water theme. I think it really captures the like mystery of the ocean, like the unfathomable depths of the ocean as opposed to like any other aspect of water. Like it's not the Mario water music or like Donkey Kong water music. It's more like, hey, the ocean, it's fucking scary.
It's kind of
The
weird.
song is
yeah.
more eerie and creepy than the graveyard level. And I think that's valid. I'd much rather be in a graveyard than be on the open ocean or under the water.
Oh my god, right? And another great thing Shovel Knight does for the actual gameplay is that when you're underwater, literally the only thing that's different is that you jump higher and you just like float down slower.
That's why it's fun in the Shovel Knight, in the water
It's
level.
so good in the it's so
Shovel
good.
Knight wasn't good enough to be able to make a fun ice level. No offense, Polar Knight.
Oh, you know,
Ice
Polar
level.
Knight stage is like hard as balls.
It's the worst one.
It's the awful like snow that drops onto spikes that you have to use as platforms. Ugh.
Oh, get out of here. But
Those
the
nasty
water level
wolves.
is great.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so good. I also love the part where it kind of becomes like a little less, like it becomes kind of more hopeful. The part where it goes da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Like that part, that's nice. There's just a little bit of like levity and something or other in what is kind of an oppressive chiptune song, in my opinion.
It's like
It's that gasp of air.
yeah. It sticks out in the soundtrack once you know what to listen for because it is a lot different than the other tracks. It's like not as fast, it's not as high tempo. the drums like aren't really doing as much as they usually do. It's more like, honestly, the percussion is as much the noise channel as it is like this little like in the background. Like it's this like slower, like almost like jazzy-ish track.
Yeah, it's a lot more kind of restrained than most of the other ones.
Like,
you turn on Proudmoore Keep, I'm gonna be raving to that all night long.
Oh yeah.
This is like the song that they put on to kind of slow things down a little bit.
Yeah. This is the point, like, the map opens up and you get 3 whole places to go to now. And you're like, oh, I'm one for choice. And I think, like, Treasure Knight might be one of the harder bosses in the game.
Treasure Knight, like, what does Treasure Knight do? I haven't played.
So Treasure Knight has, like, the anchor shot, like, arm cannon thing. He, like, does the thing where he dives and sends, like, waves of gold coins flying at you that is so hard to dodge. You have to, like, really read those attacks.
I love that at the end, Treasure Knight has to redistribute the wealth.
I know. The ending is so good because it's all like, and then they become nice. The end.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later, I think.
Yeah.
This level, I was gonna do a different song, but this one just really spoke to me, and I just really like the way that it feels. I almost just said it feels wet. This song is soaking.
This song is just dripping.
The song is drenched. No, it just feels very oceany. It feels very...
Yeah.
It's good. I love this level. It's a great level.
It's a great level.
It's a great water level. How do they do that? Why is Shovel Knight so good?
I love the little mollets that you can bop with your shovel, and they just like go ricocheting all over the screen.
Hey, while we're talking about enemies in Shovel Knight, can I talk about the worst enemy in Shovel Knight? You know the one in the... There's 2 that I hate. One of them is the exploding rats.
Oh, God, yeah.
And the other one is also in the Explodatorium, and it's those horrible little flying guys that get real close to you, and then they get all nasty and fly real fast. You know the ones, right?
Yeah, I think so.
They look kind of cute at the beginning, like when they're kind of far away. And then they get
the little like fluffy guys.
The little fluffy guys, and they have a horrible tracking pattern that is really hard to dodge. Hate them. Hate them.
The enemy design is so good in Shovel Knight. Did you know that in Shovel Knight Showdown you actually get to play as some of the enemies?
Wait, what?
Like regular ass enemies, yeah.
I guess some of them are kind of like they kind of elevate them to characters in a way.
Yeah, you get to play as the sort of like Pridemore Knights with a little like jaggedy, like long nose, jagged tooth armor.
Yeah. Do you also get to play as one of the little wizard guys, the little casters?
You get to play as the Liquid Samurai, which I think, yeah,
those are Kickstarter character.
Yeah, not the caster versions of those, but like the sword versions of those. I think they actually might get the projectile too, but like it's cool. They're they're really, almost characters.
They really like, man, those people who like I would never drop $1,000 to on a Kickstarter, but like I really feel like those people probably got their money's worth in Shovel Knight.
Oh, absolutely.
And it doesn't feel in any way like, oh, this person paid to have a character put in. It just feels like these are some really cool characters. These like it's one enemy type and then 4 unique and very fun bosses. They're like, what? There's the guy with the boomerangs. There's Mr. Hat. That's a fun character.
Mr. Hat's great.
They're great. They're great. And they don't interrupt the game at all. They don't remind you how people paid money to put them in. They just feel like natural parts of the game. Once again, the only good Kickstarter game.
The only good Kickstarter game.
The only like intrusive Kickstarter part of the game is the Hall of Champions, and the Hall of Champions is fine.
Yeah, because it's just like a portrait gallery.
Yeah, it's just a portrait gallery. It's kind of cute, and I'm pretty sure that fucking Ego Raptor's in there. If you
is, you can see his grump face. It's great.
Great.
Anyway,
well, so what's your next slapper?
My final slapper, I believe.
Your final, because we had one same slap.
We had one same slap. Hopefully, we'll have 2 because I'm going to take you back to the very beginning of the game.
Ooh.
And it's really important for a game to have a good opening stage. Right?
Of course.
It needs to teach you the mechanics. It needs to like sort of get you acclimated to what you're going to do. And Plains of Passage, which I think the track is also called Plains of Passage. No, just kidding. It's called Strike. This track is called Strike the Earth.
It's called Strike the Earth, of course.
The level is Plains of Passage, is the tutorial level for Shovel Knight, and it is the perfect tutorial.
Of course. It's also just the perfect, like this is gonna establish the tone of the game, the feel of the game. Everything you're gonna like about Shovel Knight is in this first level, especially the music.
It's like, it starts out, it's like with this really like dum dum dum, like you get the bass drum, it's like a da da da, and then like it like just builds up, and then like you get this like really nice with the percussion, and then the actual like track starts, and it's like it hits you so right. It's
so good. I also, it's just my opinion, but the part where it goes ba-na-na, da-na-na, is that not just a little bit of the Shield Knight song if you think about it?
Ooh, you know what, Jordan?
I think it might be a motif.
I'm thinking it might be a leitmotif.
Very subtle. It's just a very subtle, just in there for one bar. And oh my god, this level is incredible. And this is the Shovel Knight song to me. Like, this is the one that's just, like, it's not technically like the theme of Shovel Knight, but it's the first song. It's probably one of the best songs. It's super high energy. It's just a lot of fun. I want to say, okay, because it wasn't, the one, full disclosure, the one that I chose over, I chose 1,000 Leagues Below over was the Defender, which is the final
that's a really
Black
good
Knight
one.
boss theme. And the reason I love that song is because it puts this song in there. Because at the end of this level, you fight the Black Knight for the first time. Yeah,
he's the first boss.
And then at the end of the game, you fight him again, and it plays this song a little bit in a way that's very, very cool. And it kind of takes you back to, look how far you've come, you know? You were just walking around the grass level, and now you're fighting a flying guy. Very cool. Yeah.
It's just like, it's such a good way to start the game out. It's like, this is what, like, you start the game out and you're like, oh, this looks like it looks really pretty. You know, I like platform games. And then you start, you're like, oh, like, this game is like actually really, really good, huh?
It gives you just the right amount of every mechanic. It gives you plenty of things to dig up. It gives you plenty of guys to bounce off of. It's not too hard yet.
And it doesn't even, like, tell you how to do any of this either.
No, the game does the Mega Man thing. The whole game does we'll introduce obstacles in a safe place so you know exactly how they work. Ramp them up in difficulty. It does all of the best, like, teaching you how to play without telling you. Just
game design, huh?
Game design, right? And it just does such a good job at it. I also think this level, this game, I don't know if it's because I played it before, but this game, the, like, because there's secrets that are, like, easily marked on the map, you know? They have, like, a little square, say, hit your shovel here, and there's some that aren't marked, and I always feel like you just kind of intrinsically know where you think they are.
It's not marked, but it's kind of, it's like marked by absence, if that makes sense.
You feel like it's there. This level has plenty of those, and they all feel like when you do hit something and it disappears and there's a treasure chest, you just feel so good. And this level has them in places that are so easy to find. And like they're so not obvious, but like they're just obvious enough that it's gonna set you up and condition your brain to really want to look for them for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so it's good. Yacht Club is so good at game design.
Why did they make the perfect NES game so late? It's just such a good game.
It's so good.
I love Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight's
probably.
So good.
I think I'm gonna play. Hey, when I'm done with this, should I play Plague Knight or should I play Spectre Knight?
Play Plague Knight.
All right.
Because, like, they get more refined with the mechanics, like, throughout it. Definitely don't start with King Knight, because he's, like, really, really hard to get the hang of it. But Plague Knight,
you have to play the card game for King Knight?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not playing King Knight. Not playing King Knight. Nope. No cards.
But, yeah, like Spectre Knight plays, like, Plague Knight plays a lot more similar to Shovel Knight in that, you know, it's a lot of it's, like, the same exact, like, levels and platforming. But Spectre Knight is, like, pretty much the entire game from the ground up is designed totally differently. So you definitely want to, like, use Plague Knight as the bridge between the two.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This song is so good. Oh, man, that's a great line. That's the one that stands out for me. Like, that 20-second
thing. They're so good at, like, making like, memorable licks.
Just, like not to talk about it, like, What is your favorite? What is your favorite? Just like 20. Like, what's your favorite? Just like 2 bars of music in this game that just always makes you just always think about it.
It's got to be the triple time Plague Knight boss theme.
Oh yeah, mine is probably
yeah.
Mine is probably the one in Pridemore Keep where it goes da 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 da.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. That one it's just so like there's something so like it just latches onto your brain in a way that it's just so catchy.
And when you play it as Plague Knight, it's in major key.
It's so good.
Good.
By the way, I feel like we can move into honorable mentions. That is my first honorable mention. It's Pridemore Keep.
Cool.
It's regal, it's triumphant, it's intense. It has that amazing da 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 da, which is really fun in minor or major key, and it just really works for King Knight. I love that King Knight is not actually the king. He's just kind of placed himself as king.
He's just a mama's boy.
He's just a funny guy. What do you got? What are your honorable mentions?
So I mentioned Flowers of Antimony by Manami Matsumae, the Exploratorium theme. Talk about that a little bit. I got A Cool Reception, which is the Frozen Ship Polar Nights level theme. More like the Frozen Shit.
That level sucks.
The music is really good though. It's very different. It is like really weird percussion. It's like very groovy almost. It like, again, is something that you wouldn't expect for an ice level, but works really well because it's different. And then it like syncopates near the end to like make it seem even more a little like scary and harsh. And that's it. Those are my two because we have
we got a couple.
Yeah, hit me.
So let's see. I've got well, I do want to say Tinker Knight. What's it called? The Schemer?
The Schemer, yeah.
It's so funny. It's
so great.
It's so funny. It's so silly. Like the fact that they put in this very good comedy moments that is told only through music and mechanics, because you encounter Tinker Knight and he's this little tiny guy and he just runs around and throws wrenches at you and he falls flat on his face. And it plays this really silly song that just works so well for him. And then of course he gets in a giant tank and then it stops being as funny. Then let's see. I've got Spin Ye Bottle.
Nice.
Get Ye Flask. The potion minigame. It's kind of what like to me it kind of is like the spooky Halloween music of this song. It's very
could
silly.
you imagine playing the Lich Guard to this? That would suck.
Yeah, that would suck. But I'm saying it's the Siren Sisters song, you know, in Paper Mario.
Oh my god, it really is.
And I also fucking love the fact that the bottle minigame character is actually a main character in another game.
I know, it's so great.
Good. It's adorable. And it's also a pretty fun minigame. It's very hard to get the highest score.
It's like hard but very doable to get the perfect score, and then you feel like I am the god of gaming.
I'm so good at this. And also, I don't know if this is how it works, but when you fight Plague Knight and Plague Knight is like throwing bottles at you, my brain is just like, I've got to deflect the bottles, and then it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's like, oh, maybe Mona was working with him the whole time. Well, she was working with him the whole time because we see that in the game. But anyway,
and my last honorable mention is the like platonic ideal of taking songs and putting them into another song, which is the Return to Order, which is the ending song. Which,
yes,
you know how when you beat like an NES game and it just says like congratulation, and then the game is over. Congratulatis. I love the ending of Shovel Knight so much because it's very adorable. Most of the Order of No Quarter like end up just kind of doing their own thing. Some of them kind of get owned a little bit, like like Treasure Knight has to give all his treasure back. But like it just plays all of their stage music in a little remix. It's very fun. Plague Knight becomes like a potion teacher.
Yeah.
Spectre Knight just has like a party all the time.
I love that for him. Good for him.
So good. And then like Tinker Knight makes toys for kids. Adorable.
Mole Knight becomes a tour guide.
Yes, he becomes he like leads cave excavations. It's great.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that Brian David Gilbert video where he talks about the robot masters in Mega Man and what they were built to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they're better at this now.
They're better at this. They don't need to be villains. They can just do... Oh, it was King Knight. King Knight has to scrub all the floors because the actual king came back.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Great game.
Great.
I love
Wonderful.
the ending.
It's good. It's so satisfying.
Yeah. We love the Order of No Quarter. I wish we could play it. I wish there were games for all of them. I know they can't make, 8 video games?
Mm-hmm.
But, like... I'd love to play as Propeller Knight. I'd love to play as Mole Knight. That'd be really fun. I mean, they made a dig game. Could have just put Mole Knight in there.
Yeah, maybe there's like player skins.
Maybe. Just they're great characters, and they're really fun to fight. They're all super memorable.
It's like, that's the thing. You can play this game once, and then everything will stick with you perfectly. It's astounding, like, how good, like it's so polished.
Like Max,
every piece of this game.
Like how Polar Knight has a snow shovel, and Shovel Knight
so
and Polar Knight are like friends, like they knew each other. That's just incredible. That's just so clever. This game is so clever.
It's so good.
Everything about this game is just like they had just nothing but good ideas. Every idea, every gameplay mechanic, every character, every joke, every scene, it's just like there's so much thought into it, and it all just works so cohesively. And that's why it's like it's just so good. It's just such a good video game.
It's joyous, is what it is.
Joyous. It's delight.
I think it's that time, Jordan.
You got to pick the best one.
We got to do it.
All right, so let's list off our ones first. We got La Danse Macabre. You got
the Vital Vitriol.
Vital Vitriol. We have The Betrayer.
We have the Fateful Return.
Thousand Leagues Below.
And Planes of Passage.
Planes of Passage.
Or whatever. Strike the Earth.
Strike the Earth. Planes of Passage. Yes. All right, I've got mine.
I know what mine is in my heart of hearts.
All right. Ready?
Are you ready?
1,
yep.
2, 3.
The Betrayer.
Yes!
Yeah!
Oh, yes!
Oh.
Woo! I thought you were gonna. I was like, oh, please don't pick Planes. Please don't pick Strike the Earth. Please don't pick Strike the Earth.
That's the thing. Okay. This is the thing. Last time we did Bayonetta, and this is the exact same thing that happened. Where Jordan, you picked the final boss thing, and I picked like capital, like camel case, the main one.
The main one.
And this time I'm like, no, I can't do that again. It has to be like the sick final boss thing that combines all the game's motifs into one. That's like the perfect like emotional payoff for everything. It has to be.
Yes. It's so good. It's just a moment. Like, it's just the perfect moment in the game. It's not hard. Like, it's not a thing. If this boss was super hard,
that would be
and you
worse.
had to do it over and over again, like, it would completely defeat this. It's the fact that you can probably beat this on your first or second try. I'd say, like, give it 2 tries. You probably got it. Because it's just hard enough that it feels like you're not, you're challenged, but it's just the perfect ending for the game. You get to work with Shield Knight. It's got both the themes going on. It's this huge, like, spectacle. She's shooting lasers at you. It's just such a great moment. And the song just completely sells it. It completely pushes it right into your memory and makes you think, this is Shovel Knight to me.
This is Shovel Knight.
This is Shovel Knight.
Oh, I'm so glad we nailed it and won.
What a good... We did... Once again, we are always correct. We've never been wrong.
No, never.
100% valid all the time online. So great job to both of us, because we did it.
I'm patting myself on the back.
I'm patting myself. You can hear that. That's me patting myself on the
good
back.
Foley work there.
Just getting a little bit of realism in our podcast. Let's go to our Twitter suggested slappers.
Yeah.
We've got 2, both come from the same Twitter user. This is Twitter user Sky at Genuine No Prize. Thank you for submitting. We post on the Twitter every week. I forgot to say what the Twitter is. What game we're playing, and if you have songs that you love and you want us to tell you how correct you are and talk about them, then throw them down in the comments and we'll talk about them whether we want to or not. But because you're always correct, we're always going to want to talk about them. Mm-hmm. So here's our 2 suggestions, and these aren't actually in the game. It says, how do you feel about bonus tracks, official remixes, and other tracks that technically aren't in the game? And there's 2 of them. There's one called Alchemy, which is a bonus track on the Plague of Shadows soundtrack. And then there's the like rearranged version of Strike the Earth with lyrics in it. What do you think, Max?
Okay.
Thoughts?
So once again, Sky, you're objectively correct because you send this into the podcast. To me personally, I think it's a criminal crime to take a song that was designed for 8-bit and make it not. Like, in certain cases, I think for this, it doesn't work for me.
I like them. I like them as silly things. If this showed up in the game, I would be mad. That's what I'll say. If you got to the end credits and it played the fucking Wonderful 101 ass Shovel Knight Strike the Earth with the lyrics, I'd be like, what the hell is this? The fact that they've sequestered them off the game makes them work for me, and I like them a lot more because of that.
If there was a game mode, a cheat code you could put in that somehow they like orchestrated every single song in the game and gave it silly lyrics, I'd be okay with it, because that would just be like so crazy that I would have no choice but to stan. But I think in this case, it's like, it's cool. I appreciate it for what it is, but like, I'm glad it's not like officially in the game, if that makes sense.
I just love the Alchemy song. It's so silly.
Yeah, what if Plague Knight wrote a song about how badly he wanted to bone what's her face? Potion Girl.
The thing about Alchemy that really delights me is it reminds me of the I don't know why, but I've just been constantly posting and messaging people with the songs from the Donkey Kong Country cartoon.
Yeah.
And the best thing about the DK cartoon is that DK has a golden beautiful voice. And that's what
incredible.
That's what this song says to me is, what if this little gremlin plague man just had this wonderful golden singing voice?
It's so good.
That's why this song is canon. It's not in the game and it never should be, but
he's canon.
He's got a great singing voice. This just a funny little guy. This little man. Beautiful voice.
Plague Knight is the funniest little guy out there, isn't he?
He's kind of the Dobby of Shovel Knight.
Plague Knight pussy indulgence.
No. Plague Knight swings from the chandelier.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Well, thank you, Sky, for your submission.
Thanks for your submissions.
Now, Jordan.
Yeah.
This is the moment that I've been waiting for the last 2 weeks.
All right. I'm gonna give you a little lead up to this.
Yeah, okay, I'm so excited.
We're living in 2020, you know.
Yeah.
You say that you're filled with anxiety at all times.
All the time, every day of my life.
Sometimes you just gotta sit back, take some deep breaths, and, you know, go to the Pacific Northwest and conquer your fears by climbing a big mountain and meeting facing the side of you that maybe isn't your favorite side of you and coming to accept that. So, Max, would you like to come with me to Mount Celeste?
I would love to come with you to Mount Celeste, Jordan.
Do you know who else would love to join us at Mount Celeste? Only our friend Sarah at Sunhat Zenya on Twitter, who is also a big Celeste lover. One of the hardest but most accessible games ever made, in my opinion.
Yeah, you thought Shovel Knight was hard. Buckle up.
Oh my God, Celeste makes me want to scream sometimes. It's so good.
It's so. Oh yes.
Who did Celeste? Celeste has some great music.
Lena Raine did Celeste.
Oh man.
Questions. Celestian. Are we going to include the B-side remixes as part of the OST here?
I think you're entitled to do it, but I've never heard them because I'm bad at the game.
Okay, because some of the B-side remixes somehow slap harder than the actual game does.
You are 100% welcome to do so.
And they're in the game, so it counts.
They're in the game. They count. You just have to be good at them to play them.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to earn it.
You got to get all the strawberries. You don't have to get all the strawberries.
I did.
I love Celeste.
I love Celeste so much. That was my game of the year 2-3 years ago.
I have the Celeste hoodie that they sold on Fangamer.
I have the Fangamer Celeste shirt and poster and sticker combo. I'm looking at my Celeste poster right now. Oh
man, we got two. I feel like we had done a lot of mainstream, not big, but AAA, biggest budget, but big games. And I think it's great to step back, do some indies, have a good time, because indie games have fucking good music.
We're in the indie zone. Yeah.
In the little indie gamer zone.
Oh.
So,
such a
Celeste.
Good pick. I'm so excited.
I'm really excited to, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to try to play it through in 2 weeks. I'm not going to be able to do it, but I'm going to try.
You know how when I told you Shovel Knight was the pick last episode and you immediately got your 6?
Yeah.
I have mine already. I already have mine, yeah.
Good. Hell yeah. Well, you only need 3. Yeah, 4 for...
But yeah, I have my 4 right now.
Yeah. We each get 2. Sarah gets 2.
Yes.
Honorable mentions, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Oh, I already know which ones I want. I want to do.
Yeah. God. Yes.
Oh my God. All right. Celeste is our next episode. Let us wrap this up. Betrayer is our winner this week. Great choice from us, patting ourselves on the back as we continue to just blast it out of the park. Just never stop knocking it out of the park on our behalf.
Never. No.
All right, so thank you all for listening to Slappers Only. You can find us on Twitter and online at Slappers Only Pod. So if you go to twitter.com/slappersonlypod. That's our Twitter. And if you go to slappersonlypod.com, that's our website where all of our episodes are. You can share our episodes, recommend us to a friend, rate, review, clap, tell us how good we are and correct we are, because we need that validation or we shrivel up and die. Follow us on Twitter, too. Why not? Get the episodes when we put them up there. Max, where can we find you online?
We can find me at MaxyBajillion on Twitter and Instagram, other places. I have a couple other shows I do. I do one called Pod of Greed, the world's #1 only Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast. We have 3 more episodes until we finish Duel Monsters that we've been tackling for the last 2.5 years. Kind of crazy.
You're gonna be like 40 years old when you're doing Vrains.
Don't remind me, Jordan.
Elliot is gonna be like grandpa. Like, Elliot's gonna be grandpa at that point.
Grandpa Elliot. Sit around the fire, listen to him tell the tale of another Yu-Gi-Oh!
Listening
series.
to him talk about the, like, Pokemon shipping wars as you tackle Vrains.
And that show's on Twitter at Pod of Greed Cast. And I have another show. It's about Gundams called Wow Cool Robot. That's on Twitter at almost said Pod of Greed again. It's on Twitter at Wow Cool Podcast.
I learned this week that there's actually a Gundam character named Quattro Bagina.
Yeah,
and
it's normal.
I've still been kind of reeling at that. Like, I never, like, what?
Yeah.
It's the Gundam meme where it says war is bad, and it's going right over my head because I just like to say Quattro Bagina.
Yeah, Jordan, that's literally all we talk about.
Hey, Max.
Yeah.
8 legs, Quattro Baginas.
Maybe more.
Maybe more. Have you made that joke on the podcast? Because
you know we have.
Okay, just making sure. It's like the most obvious joke of all time. And that's 3 podcasts. Ours plus those is 3 podcasts, but I've got 2 more to add to the pile, so you can just drown and then perish.
Perish in the content.
You can listen to my podcast that I do with my brother, Jurgen It. It's almost over. We're so close to being done with that whole project. It's probably going to be like a month, maybe. But you can listen to that at secretlifepod.com. It's about a terrible teen drama. We're reading the most buck-wild fanfic I've ever read in my life. Sam just got a payoff of something he's been waiting to tell me for like 2 years. Just happened on the podcast. So just get that a listen. It was very funny. And if you like large men with tattoos punching each other till they fall over...
Why wouldn't you?
Listen to Like a Podcast, aka Podcast Gagotoku. It's my Yakuza replay podcast that I do with our friend Argyle. We are on hiatus. We will be back whenever Argyle gets house again. But we're holding out because we've got things to share. I just think about the last chapter we played, Funeral of Fists, and I think about what comes next in the story, Max, and I'm just so excited for when we can finally talk about it again. And also,
so good.
The second Argyle can record again, we're doing the Yakuza Slappers Only, interrupting whatever we had planned.
Yeah, we got to put our plans on hold for that.
We're doing best Yakuza song karaoke song specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
so good. Anyways,
that's my plugs. That's our plugs, and that's the podcast. Shovel Knight, thank you. Bleep bloops all day long. Thank you, Shield Knight, for having a good song that gets remixed in a cool way. Thank you, Max, for being correct, along with me for being correct.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarah, who will be here next time.
Oh, yeah, we'll be next. So this episode goes up this Saturday. That'll be Saturday the... How does math work? 26th? That's how math works.
Yep, 26.
This will be... So then the Celeste episode will be out on October 10th. So look forward to it. And then, I believe, not to get a surprise out of the way, but Max and I had a little treat for all of you. Something a little bit different that I think you're gonna love it. So that'll be announced on the Celeste episode. So get excited for that because it's gonna be a delight.
Oh, it'll be. Oh.
I'm already super excited for it.
This podcast is so fun. Every week it's just like nothing but validation. It's
fun to make and it's also fun to edit. I love editing.
It is.
I
have to edit for our Patreon for Yu-Gi-Oh! We did like basically this, but for Music to Duel by the entire Yu-Gi-Oh! Album.
Yes.
So I have to edit all of that together.
Face down, face up. That's the way we like to fuck.
Joke's on you. We also made that joke in the episode.
I make that joke like every week, and I always wait for someone to react to it, and no one ever does.
Oh well, do it in front of me, and I'll react to it.
It's the worst joke because Pegasus would never say fuck. Fuck Yugi boy. What the fuck? Anyways, what do we say when we want this podcast to be over for the week?
Ask not for whom the track slaps, Yugi boy.
It slaps for thee. Bye.
Bye.